All right, we're going live. Let's continue, boys. We're up to obviously a big success after the previous stream. We beat Atletico Madrid. Let's have that as the review. Take a look at player stats as well. Mason Greenwood, what a season he's been having. He came up to score there. Neymar, important goal, not to mention. Everton had a really good game as well. That was just a complete performance. Pogba also, which big, I suppose, once more, big credits to trying to keep him. We could have easily sold him with the interest. And his interest in the interest, if that doesn't confuse you too much. His interest of the clubs that tried to approach him, really. So, yeah, it's all looking all right at the moment. Obviously, Champions League is always the next hurdle. There's a lot of hurdles to jump through to make it to the final and go on to win the final. But I think we can do that. I think we have the ability. See what you guys think. Copper 810, thanks for following. So, yeah, that was... I just thought we'll start it on that. Saputra, hey, mate. How you going? Nice to see you in the chat. So, we're not going to waste too much time, because we've got Premier League games up, or FA Cup quarter-final. So, this is when you're in March. And, guys, we could get the youth intake in this stream. I'd like to think we will. And... I'm excited, guys. My expectations are high because of last year. We got two good strikers, really. So my expectation for the youth intake is high. I'll be disappointed if we don't at least get one. Expecting two like that again may be a little bit hard. Willow the Grey, hey, what's going on, mate? Good morning. Yes, good morning. It is for me in Australia. We're just on, where are we? It's almost 8 a.m. 10 to 8. 10 to 8 to be specific. So, yeah, we're just going to continue. We've got games. Looks like we have a lot of Premier League games up, but, of course, there's FA Cup pending, who we're going to face, and then the Champions League draw as well. So, yeah, let's go. I want to win all the rest of the competitions we're in. I feel this season there's no reason we shouldn't be able to. We've been playing so well. Again, Watts in the under 18. He was our other younger talent, that came through. Obviously, there's a big focus on. I think we put him into the under 23s actually. Roberts before we loaned him out, and he got an assist in his average. Guys, his rating is a 7.15 or 7.15 in the Sky Bet Championship. So yeah, he got one assist out of 3 games. I know you guys can't see that there, but can we see any statistics? Yeah, there we go. We just go. I thought only would be only for us. But anyway, guys, more importantly, see, and what you can do, you can take off Carabao Cup there. I like this. What's that? You're up and about bright and early. My kids woke me up a couple of hours ago. Mate, like, what people say about their kids, like, it doesn't make me want to have kids, to be honest. Like, the struggle of it all. But anyway, guys, with Chris Roberts, this is how I love how you can do this. You can only select Sky Bet Championship, or you can select one specific, and you can see the specific ratings and everything he's done while he's out on loan. Yeah, to see it in a lot of detail. So, yeah. He's progressing, and probably more importantly, attributes. Ooh, they're a bit up and down, some. Wonder why that would be. But anyway, let's continue. On. Tillo. Slow progression. But guys, since when we signed him, early in the first season when he was transfer listed by PSG, signed him 4.5 million, and he's at 21 million value right now. That's never a smart move. That's never a smart move in the saves where PSG have him started like a transfer listed. Like, why don't they try and loan him out or something? Like, they're missing out. They're missing out on money at least. You wait a couple more seasons, you could probably sell him close to 30 million. Not that PSG probably care about that difference. What's that? Some of the things they do might be frustrating at the time. However, their long-term growth is amazing to watch. See, honestly, that's what I always see. Like, for the reason, like, especially, long-term, it's something I do want myself to have kids, you know. Those frustrating little things come with it, but yeah, you have 3 and they all have completely different personalities. No, that's a lovely thing. That's a lovely thing. Like my cousin, she has 2 daughters, and to see seeing their progression in the last few years, seeing how they grow up and how much they change in just that short period of time. Within 5 years, is the growth is crazy. Both height and personality wise. How they develop. Yeah, no, it's lovely, mate. And Landis is just like, kids are scary. They come in all forms. But no. That's the way of the world. We all start as kids and we grow up and have our own kids. Then our kids have kids, and that's the evolution. That's the evolution of life, lads. That's the way it goes. But we've got a Premier League game here. We've got Huddersfield. It's a title race, guys. It's a title race. Tight. Emphasis on the tightness. Look at this. We're on 69 points. Liverpool 66. And they have a little bit better goal difference. Arsenal 66. We've got much more goal difference than them. Between United, Liverpool and Arsenal, Man City's, a little bit trailing behind. But then Chelsea, they're on the same points as them. Maybe they're fighting for that last Champions League place. So, guys, it's heating up. West Ham could be in the Champions League. Tottenham, they started poorly. You think they're going to be... West Ham could be in Europa League, sorry. Yeah, West Ham could qualify for Europe. That'll be big for them. So, very intriguing how it's all playing out. What's that? Your mum teaches kindergarten and all the kids are all over... the kids are all over the place. Yeah, that happens. That happens around then. That's for sure. I remember those days. Yeah, for sure. So, alright. Now we're going to have a bit of rotation. Here. There's some play, like against Huddersfield, we should still be very, very strong. Let's bring on Tonali for Pogba. Switch up these roles a little bit. McTominay stays pretty fit, so that's a credit to his stamina, the 18 stamina. He doesn't generally get too tired in games, so that's a part of his game that's important, like with a few other things, not just that as a single thing. But yeah, for sure. Greenwood, Neymar will give a little bit of a rest. Yeah, Neymar average rating, it stands out, not the height, but I don't think he's been okay. He's been okay when he's played. He's had a little bit of injury troubles. We'll bring in Marcus Rashford as well. Bruno Fernandes. So let's give a chance to Jack Grealish to get match fitness back up. Yeah, let's drop out Chong and put Fernandes there on the bench. If we need to bring on the cavalry, Koulibaly he's the freshest of legs at the moment. Maguire needs a little bit more match sharpness, so we're gonna bring Koulibaly in for Lindelof. Go put him as a central defender and drop Wan-Bissaka for Dalot. Dalot's coming in pretty strongly as the rotation right back, like in the first team. It doesn't feel like he's weak. I'll try him that complete wing back. He's had a pretty good season, guys. Even though you look at his potential ability, if he gets to that ability for the first team, I think that's solid enough to be that backup to Wan-Bissaka. We don't need to worry. You bought Mbappe for 200 million. hey, he could be our signing next season. He could be our big money signing. That's something we shouldn't be too far away from as well, getting our budget for next season. So yeah, a lot of things to be about to happen. Oh, guys. Yeah. Wan-Bissaka will take off and bring Tillo on the bench. What's his current happiness? He's racked badly to my last press conference. Even though I don't do the press conferences, I put the assistant. That's alright. Now, Everton is tired. Unfortunately, Torvan is injured. So, we start him? When's our next game? See, it says it's a week away, but there's FA Cup. That's to be drawn as well. So keep that. That's on the same day as the Everton game. So, yeah, guys, keep all these little things in mind. I feel like we want someone on the bench who could play on the right, though. Like Chong. I feel Chong at least on the bench so he can come on. Who do we drop out then? We've got 3. No, we'll take Mike out. Tillo, he can cover, centre back and right back. Luke Shaw should be able to play the full game. So that covers where we want. Yeah, that really covers what we need in this one, lads. So let's go on. Just wondering about Everton. His role down the right. Yeah, just winger attack. We work on his crossing. I mean, we can't complain. He did it in the Champions League. I think that speaks volumes of a player not needing to be suitable. It doesn't need to be natural or even accomplished. Competent is good enough. He definitely showed that. But guys, let's go on into this one. First game of the stream. We got the first game of the stream here. Let me know. How do you reckon? I'm assuming you think I'll win. I'm assuming you think we'll get the win here, but by how much? What do you think the scoreline? What do you think the scoreline will be looking like, importantly, in this game here today? As we continue, we'll continue now into... I expect nothing but a win. Saying that, I'm going to say that a bit more. It really motivates the players to say expect to win. I'm going to start asking assistant for the opposition instructions now. Just, it's an easy click on that side. I'll start to get used to that. But anyway, Tonali's going to whip this ball in. Delo. Back to Diego Dalot. Let's see what he does. Oh, Tonali. Guys, it's a perfect start. Sandro Tonali, nay Pirlo, he's going to be an excellent player. He is already. And yeah, Diego Dalot there. Look how he gets he went through him like passively. He was Casper, the ghost. And Sandro Tonali. We kick things off really well today. Nice start. Let's see if we can keep going though. Delo. McTominay, could whip the ball into Shaw. Now Luke Shaw sets it up. Everton. Oh my God. Look at this. Guys, this could be an amazing goal if it ends this way. Shaw, Greenwood, Rashford. Almost. Disappointed we didn't get a goal from that play. Would have been a good one. Deloitte took over the right back spot from Wan-Bissaka. Did you sell Wan-Bissaka then? Because they're about the same age, aren't they? Wan-Bissaka's still a pretty young player. Every player has their price though, hey? Oh, Everton. Guys, he is very dangerous. Yes, I love that. Everton. He looks more impactful than Neymar. Like, wow. Rashford, step up, lad. Come on, Marcus. Marcus Rashford. Knew he was going to score that. Yep. 8th goal of the season. Or Bissaka is injury. Oh, you kept him. You still have him, but he's injury prone. Fair enough. Has he gotten like a really big injury? Has he gotten one big injury and he's out for a substantial amount of time? But yeah, great start. Anyway, do you consider Neymar as a flop? See, I don't like saying flop. It's very, like negative. And Neymar he got a goal in the last game to make sure we go through against Atletico Madrid. One goal was the difference on aggregate in the end. He scored an important goal before half-time. So I don't think he's not warranting his big fee of 170 million we signed him for, but he's still done things this season. He's still, been involved. I'm not going to, I'll be honest, I wouldn't say he's playing 170 million worth. So injuries have made him a bit inconsistent, definitely. As well, with Neymar. I think you're talking about Wan-Bissaka for you. But that's a similar description for Neymar this season. Now Luke Shaw to Greenwood. Finish him. Whew. But yeah, I think when we have someone like Everton, I think in terms of our needs, I don't think we need Neymar. When I signed Everton, I wasn't sure how he would be this season. But, as the season's going on, he's only getting more confident. The first half of the season, the first few months, yeah, I wouldn't say he struggled. He just, you could say struggled, but he just didn't, he was just finding his feet. And he's definitely found it recently. Or Brighton, got to deal with this. I mean, let's just praise the lads before half-time. Keep their confidence up. After 20 shots in the first half, Huddersfield has actually had more possession. So maybe I'd say our possession game is not working because we're trying to play that short passing, work ball into the box. We're trying to play possession. So maybe let's go more direct, but not a higher tempo, just a standard tempo right now. Because maybe that's not working for us, and we switch things up. You're switching things up, and we'll go fairly wide, and you're winning. Sometimes, do you guys ever do that? Even if you're playing well, or even though your result is good, maybe because possession is not in our favor. So I feel like we'll change it up. But there we go. Anyway. There we go, guys. 2-0 ahead of Huddersfield is what we would be expecting. But now it's the lot again. Yep. This is what we've been really good. Oh, VAR. They're going to give the penalty in United's favour. Yes, and Marcus Rashford should come up and score again. Marcus Rashford from the spot. He is pinpoint. Marcus Rashford's penalties are something else. Something else, I tell you what. Look at that finish. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. You're also in charge of St. Pauli in the second Bundesliga. How's that going? How's that going for you? So you're playing 2 saves? You're playing 2 saves at the moment? United and St. Pauli? Oh, here we go. Now Everton, can he get past him? Of course he can. Of course! Oh, guys, can you see how good he is? You guys, if you're a top team and you can afford him and everything like that, sign him. He's so dangerous. Look at this replay again. Look, Rashford played the ball to him. Everton got past, took the shot. Wow. Okay, pause for a second, guys, because this is all for him. The hype is for Everton. He's something else. Yeah, someone told me actually Liverpool signed them in their save as well, so definitely he's a good talent, and we take him off now, keep him fresh. We'll bring on Chong as we've got the result. We've got the result right now. Put him on a supporting role. Jack Grealish, take him off before he gets injured. Bring on Bruno Fernandes, just a little bit of game time, about 30 minutes. It's good to keep get the legs get the legs pumping. Greenwood or Rashford's got his hat trick. We'll take Rashford off and bring on bring on Name. Oh, do we need Neymar? Do we actually need him? Martial's 93% sharpness. I think Martial is needed a little bit. So yeah, look at Greenwood's development a bit. But yeah, I like those changes. Your 15th place in the second Bundesliga and in the start of the third season of Man United. Yeah, that's all right. What's your plans with being 15th though? To kind of build the team and improve. But yeah, we're looking good now. Looking like getting another victory. Make sure we get another Premier League. Of course, if you're new to this save, we did win the Prem in the first season. But look at all the shots. So, I'm not sure what Huddersfield have done with their possession in this game. Well, they haven't done anything with it. That's what I mean. Like, really, what have they done? Well, what are they doing out there? Now, Tonali. Can we get 5? Or, no, set up to Delo. Set this up. Yes. It's a 5-star performance, lads. 5-star performance today. 5-0. This is pure United. Tonali. Delo. Oh, he's really good. So, right back is a position we're set in for this save, I reckon. It's a position we don't need a touch. I could say the same about striker. People always talk about Haaland, but like we're fine with our strikers, with our first team strikers and the youth. We're 5-0. We're 5-0. It's get the hype, lads. Get that hype up. Sir Alex Ferguson, who are you? No, I can't even say that like in that way. Sir Alex Ferguson, he's just massive. Would I say like a inspiration to become a manager? Nah, he's can't even say anything close to anything with disrespect to his name. Legend. We can only attempt to be half the manager he was, and if we were just to be half of him, we'll be very good. We'll achieve a lot. We show that today, 5-0. So with all these games, guys, I'm anticipating the youth intake though. Any of you guys out there waiting for that? First team candidates, we've got Jude Bellingham in the under 23s. Don't forget we signed him. He's coming along pretty nicely. How's Liverpool doing? Liverpool's up there. Like, they're challenging us. They're challenging. Another one who we want to see doing in another league, Dortmund. Where are they? They're 12th. So they're still not having the greatest of seasons. But, yeah, Pochettino, he's going to need a pre-season. Bring in his own talents. But still, they're not going to be in Europe. Dortmund's not going to be in Europe, guys. They're situating... well, they're sitting very low. They're not going to get relegated, though. Pochettino's come in. Even if, like, their manager didn't get sacked, I don't think they would have got relegated. They still would have steered clear, but... you would think so anyway. Okay, so got defense training, good build up there, and instead of the match preview, we'll work on defensive shape. We'll work on that really heavy. If we concede a goal in the next game, I'll be, oh man. Dan Davin, good day footy. Your keeper Romero made a mistake. Like, he's not our keeper anymore. He's no longer on our books. I got rid of him. Maybe that was the reason. Sergio Romero is there. We sold him to Galatasaray. He's gone. Sayonara, Sergio Romero. We got rid of you. We got rid of him for a reason, lads. Oh man. Ferguson is arguably in top 3 manager in history. Yeah, I think he has to be. What's that? Zidane looks very promising and underrated. Yeah, Zidane. He's still very young as a manager as well. He has a lot to come and a lot of success to come. Cruz, boom, what up? Hey, what's going on? Nice to see you in the stream. And also, guys, Alexis Sanchez is actually having you would say, would you say a decent season? 9 goals in the Premier League. Does he come... Like, Sheffield sign him, yeah? Is that enough for... Like, 13.6 million? I'm not sure we'll get that much for him, because his value is dipping. Do you think Sheffield will make the move for him? Come on. I don't know if one of the better players for the season, but he scored 9 goals. Sheffield, like, oh man, the struggle. That's been the struggle, the most like struggling thing this save. Selling Alexis Sanchez. That's been tough. But guys, he took a huge pay cut a couple times with the contracts we offered him. Or the new contract we offered him went from 400k to 200, and now we're only paying 50 while he's out on loan. Or 50%, that is. Guys, are youth intakers here? Do you think we'll get a good talent or not? Will we get a good talent? Let's find out. Oh, guys, this year it's a DM. It's a defensive midfield. Or Paul Gibbons. He could be a defender or centre mid. Yeah, defendants. Guys, do you ever worry and then get really disappointed when you don't see that 5-star potential? So it's not going to be 2. Even though Sean Quirk might be okay, Paul Gibbons... Yeah, a young centre-back, even though he could play midfield as well. How is he looking? Paul Gibbons. Oh, guys. Look how good I'm celebrating like I won the Premier League. Look, 16 What? He's this good at 16? This is ridiculous. What? Oh, hype, lads. Get hype. We can't see the potential because you're blocking the screen. Oh, sorry. When you see it there. Sorry, I gotta realize those situations. Anyway, you can see it now. I'll go. When I review it future times, I'll be sure to click it like this. Oh, guys, last 2 seasons it was attackers. It was attackers, and now we've got in a great centre-back. Initially, my reaction was, defensive midfield. I see defender and centre mid. But no, yeah, he's a centre-back that can play central midfield. But he's a centre-back. Wow. What's his height like? 198 centimetres at 16. You know he can grow still. He's going to be over 2 metres. Oh, guys, forget about needing centre-backs. Yeah, we're going to... He's almost first team ability. That's better than 1.5 star current ability, right? Guy, he's a bit on the slower side, as you expect for someone that's almost 2 meters. But yes, he's in, right? He's a tower. Oh, negotiate the contract. Youth contract, 2 years. That's a yes. Yes, then Sean Quirk. He's the defensive midfielder. Is he worth signing up? That potential is not bad. And, once he gets into the team, it could be... Is it lucky? Or is it just having a good setup? Like last year, we got 2 good strikers. It's just United setup. I reckon. First team experience to Gibbons right away. Do you reckon sign Sean Quirk up as well? Because that potential, we've got some in the reserves with that potential. So, I reckon he can turn into a Premier League quality player. Maybe not the most top level off that potential. I want to sign him up, Sean. Yep. He's not going to be as good as Gibbons. But I reckon he's still going to be, he's going to be a player to develop up and get something from one way or another. And then, probably Richard, these 3 stars. See, guys, that he doesn't look terrible, like, attribute-wise. Richard. You reckon we sign these guys up with 3-star potential? Because they can end up... Like, guys, we're going to show you an example. Say, someone like a Brandon Williams. He's 3-star potential. And see the value in him. Imagine he gets to around 5 million value. Maybe you could sell him close to 10 in his career. So do we sign guys at least 3-star potential? I reckon that's what we're going to go with. I reckon we're going to do that. That's going to be... So we could actually end up getting a few decent lads from this in... Because look, we got 3 with 3-star potential. This could be actually a decent intake. Like, this guy just has poor heading. And the rest of the attributes are decent. we've got a few here we're going to sign up. Guys, this could be a decent... It's going to be very interesting to see how these 3-star potential guys go. Because this could be a remembrance. This intake could be something to remember. And then a goalkeeper. Guys, don't sleep on Sam. You manually upgraded Williams' potential. Yeah, it's fair enough. Like, you wouldn't feel wrong about doing that. Like, it doesn't feel you're cheating, right? That wouldn't feel like you're cheating. It just feel like giving the potential you should. Like, this is a good young keeper we have. Young Sam. Yes. Guys, this is a decent intake. I reckon at least one of those guys will have higher potential than 3. That will change. Even Sean Quirk, maybe his could be higher as well. We'll take a look at the rest, but maybe we'll leave. You don't know though, guys. I'm saying, like, even Ian Davids. What do you think about... what about the 2-star guys? Like him and Alan Loy. Their attributes look good though. Guys, for that age. He looks like he's... What's that ability? That looks like it could be League 1. Reckon League 1, League 2? Currently? It says National League level, but I reckon... Guys, I'm going to say this is a really good intake. I'm going to sign all those guys up. Even Ian Davidson. Like, he's got good jumping reach. They could turn into little profits for us. I'm just going signing them all up here. Not all the players, but these guys that are more than that 2-star. I don't feel wrong about that. Like, Alan Loy, look how balanced he looks. I won't be surprised if his potential increase as well. I tell you what, guys. This is an amazing youth intake. I'm going to upgrade the title. Amazing youth intake. The stream title. Wow. We might get some people asking about it. But yeah. Amazing youth intake. Yes, guys. Do you agree with that? I think so. I think you had to. Or at least I'm definitely pleased with it. So there we go, guys. And our director of football. Guys, take a look. Pablo Longoria, who we brought in. Judging player ability and potential is 20 out of 20. So he's a big reason for bringing in these talents. That is for sure. Whew, yes. I always get disappointed when one you get from a different country is like the lowest potential. It would have been cool if this Zlatko Petrovic, like, he would have been like a high potential player from Slovenia, but it's not to be, and we're not going to complain. Oh, guys, our youth setup is going to be something sweet in the future. Like, these talents, we're going to bring through some quality. But that centre-back is going to be standout, that's for sure. Zar1232, thanks for following. Thanks for the follow. Another one there. Dave Pat3, thanks for following. But yeah, we've got, wow. That centre-back, and he even can deputise as centre midfielder. But I think his attributes do scream, they scream defender, his attributes. So the youth candidates. Guys, Paul Gibbons is something else. He's close to, like, guys, forget about the age. Don't look at his age and don't look at his current ability. That current ability is wrong. Tackling 16. Wow. I reckon he could play champions. Yeah, if you missed it, Gibbons. Wow is... Yeah, mate, that's the right. Almost 2 meters at 16 years old. He's going to be the next amazing centre-back. He's not even touted as anyone. That's honestly a bit disappointing. Sean Quirk is he? I don't expect so. But nah. Yeah, and guys, don't forget Gary Neville is part of the backroom staff now. He's the under-23 assistant manager. Got him from Birmingham. If anything, he's a bit slow, but don't forget his height. You can't expect someone that tall to be a pacey centre-back. So keep that in mind. But for his height, I don't think he's slow. Like, 10 pace, that's not pacey or something like that. But he's just one of those really tall centre-backs. It would look ridiculous if someone is out there 2 meters sprinting. And they might they might go by a couple. You might get to 12 pace, 11 agility, 10 acceleration. Most centre-backs are. So, yeah. And then if you missed, I don't know if some of you guys have missed the last season where the youth intakes we got with Chris Roberts. He was our best talent. The striker, look at his ability. We've got him currently loaned out. We've got him loaned out to Millwall in the Championship. A bit later in the season we did, so he's only played 4 games. But 5-star potential. And then, if we head over back to the under-18s, Pete Watts. So we got look at his development, guys. Another 5-star potential. The youths are to be excited about. Young Pete Watts. We played him in the FA Cup as well. Take a look at this. FA Cup, 1 game, 1 goal, 1 assist, and player of the match. So a lot is talked about Roberts, but now Pete Watts has got the 5-star potential as well. See, he didn't have that. He had 4-star. So now we have 2 potential just amazing strikers, and now we've got an amazing centre-back. Watts will be underrated. He's a bit going under the radar because Roberts, he looks crazy, but they're both 5-star potential. Oh, guys. And then we got the centre-back through this year, and a few of those other guys that appear to have a little bit lower potential, but still good enough to sign up. Oh, guys. We could almost end up not needing real players. Dan Wolf, hey man, thanks again for that raid last night. All good, mate. All good, mate. I always do like to finish off a stream with raiding someone, send off the viewers, support another streamer as well. But yeah, we've just had a crazy intake. We've got a crazy intake, and again, for those of you that missed it, this player is something else. You have the next Rooney, Berbatov, Vidic. You need Ronaldo now. We need a young Portuguese regen to come through, or new gen. Where the hell are we? Guys, I can't believe it. Paul, he doesn't look like a 16-year-old. It's the golden gen. Yeah. He looks ridiculous. 16 tackling, 16 teamwork, 16 jumping reach, and all those other relevant attributes like 11 and 12, they'll progress naturally and get up to the 15s and that. That tackling's going to be 20. Teamwork. Jump, man. Excited for him, but then the young strikers we have. Who did we draw in the Champions League? We're still waiting on that. He certainly doesn't look like a 16-year-old. Tad slow, but yeah, he's almost 2 meters. He'll grow a little. He'll be a 2-meter centre-back, so you can't expect him to be like a 15, 16 pacer with that height. Class of 21, but class of 20 as well, don't forget. We got 2 strikers. We got 2 strikers with 5-star potential from the last one. Again, just for you guys just coming through now. Chris Roberts, who we're loaned out right now to Millwall, so he's playing Champions League football. We just loaned him out recently, so he's only had 4 games. And then you go back over to Development Centre. Pete Watts, we talked about him, how good he could become. 5-star potential as well. Those 2 were from last year's intake. And then, yeah, Development Centre or the youth candidates. This I've signed them all up from Alan Loy. Alan Loy, from you say up to there, he's the lowest, along with Davidson. But doesn't he look decent for that 2.5 star? He looks pretty decent attribute wise. So I think this could be a very good class. Very good regen class this year's. And Chelsea lose. Chelsea. Southampton, important win for them. They've got to stay clear of relegation. It could very well in the future we might need 2 strikers. It'll be interesting to see how we'll set up. because the 4-2-3-1 has boded really well for us. Up the Saints. Yeah, they should stay. What's the diff? They're still, there's 5 points clear at the moment. So, if they pick up a few more points, maybe a couple more wins, stay safe for the season. I wouldn't say they've had an amazing season, but they pick up points where they need to. Leeds United struggling, happy to see that. So, yeah, and Birmingham. But Sheffield could end up getting relegated. And also, if you haven't really caught up on this save, Leicester got relegated last season, but they're looking to get their way back in. Claude Makelele in charge, but he was in charge when they got relegated. He took over before they did. So, yeah, he looks like who's this Vignato? 20. He's on loan from Lazio. I was pretty sure someone suggested me him before. Transfer interest, extremely interested. Yeah, we'll get him on the short list. Not like we need strikers now for the future. We've got our own. So, Swansea and Tottenham, FA Cup. Can Swansea cause an upset? Tottenham had a pretty average season. As you can see, they're in 9th. But they've had to work their way back up. Yeah, they had to work their way back up from the position they were in. So, guys, I don't think saying this is, having in the title of the stream, amazing youth intake, it definitely lives up to that. And, guys, they did go and do it. They knock out Tottenham, which is no surprise. Who are now in charge. Mancini's, Roberto, he's in charge of them. Luke Stokes, hot prospect. I mean, this is another guy, lads, Luke Stokes, at Tottenham, high potential. But how many do we need? Do we need to poach these other guys? I mean, it would be cool because he looks great. But I mean, we'll get him on the shortlist just in case. Maybe put a little bit of interest, put it in his mind that United want him. We could have so much talent, so many talents in the future. How many games are we playing? We'll just have to see how quickly we progress with the continuing. And see when's our draw going to come? I don't know, guys. We haven't got the draw yet for the Champions League. But let's keep continuing. Got FA Cup quarterfinal up against Swansea. Don't forget, they just got the win. So, we should beat them, though. We're no Tottenham. We're no Tottenham. Lads. It's a great position we're in for the save. I told you how everything has been really steady with our progression. Alright, dude, just got in. Have you had the... Yeah, lads. Josh Cooper, you're going to be, like... You can take a look at it. Mate, you can take a look at our youth candidates. So I've gone and signed up everyone from Paul Gibbons to Alan Loy. I think some of these guys are a bit better than their potential suggests. But you got to be ready. You got to be ready to see Paul Gibbons, a centre-back. We got our strikers last year. This year, feast your eyes on this lad. For all you guys that are just joining, I've shown him a few times, but... Because, no, you can't miss him. I don't want anyone to miss this lad. He's 198 centimetres. Look at his attributes, potential. He is something else. He is something else. And even Sean Quirk, we offered to sign him. Passing 14, first touch 14. I reckon he'll have decent potential as well. It's all looking good. And I'll just quickly skim through these. Like even Richard, he's got some decent attributes for 3-star. So we've signed them all. Even this Andreas, some higher mentals for a centre-back. Only that heading is a disappointment. Maybe you can work heavy on that in training. And then Sam Ahmed, who's a goalkeeper. His potential, I reckon he could push up to at least 4-star. So, a young keeper to come through. First touch is a bit low. He's got the eccentricity. It's mad, yeah? It's mad. And then Ian Davidson, the right back. He's got some higher action. These are guys that are worth of signing up. Some of them might not be that 5-star like Paul Gibbons. But then Alan Loy, he looks better than 2.5-star potential, surely. Look how balanced his attributes are. Like, he looks like a professional player already. Like, he could come in maybe League 2. I reckon. For sure. He looks like it. What I mean, look his appearance with that beard going on at 17. Yeah. And not to forget, you would have known about our strikers. You know Chris Roberts. We've loaned him out. You know he's got 5-star ability, potential ability. But Pete Watts is settling on that now. Wait, hold up. I'm not to click too quickly. If you guys... Can you see that when we click on ones to watch? You should be able to see the arrows of it. Yeah? Yeah, you see the arrows. My head's not in the way of that part. But, yeah, go back to him now. He's got 5... It was a bit up and down early. But with his... Look at his development. Look at his development there. But what's that? Height is nothing in FM. Jumping reach is the real height in the game. Yeah, that's fair enough. So, yeah, guys, absolutely insane. So, what an intake. Harry Maguire wants it. So, it is a big part. It is a big part down to the staff we brought in. Pablo Longoria, as our director of football, mentioned him just before. Judging playability and potential, both 20s, coming off of Valencia and previously was a scout for Juventus. So that's a pretty good history, pretty good stuff on his resume. And then Callum Catamol, head of youth development. We talked about, okay, he had only 5 working with youngsters, so his training might not be good, but his coaching stats, attributes, very solid. But then, judging ability, 20, judging potential, 19. So, we've got great stocks there to bring them through. Pedro Pereira, thanks for the follow. So, yeah, we are set. Who's this? Gomez, Sergio Gomez getting overhyped. Nah, he's a good player, though. And here's another wonder kid. 20 years old. Miron. Bodu, another young striker. Guys, we could just have a team of our own regions in the future. Not regions, just through our own academy. So, Burnley, Wolves. Wolves maybe want to win. Maybe they can keep challenging for Europa League place. And no, they don't. Burnley wins and they get a bit closer. Wolves will be disappointed with that. After they thought they started well with Jimenez. He's had a good season in real life, yeah. Jimenez, good striker. Got him in my Fantasy Premier League with Traore. My Wolves lads. They've had a very good season. Really. But yeah, we got FA Cup quarterfinals and that's Swansea. Guys, you reckon we've got a good draw in the cup? Like, we haven't come up against someone hard yet. In the FA Cup, I'm pretty sure. And don't forget, we won the Carabao Cup this year as well. That was a big win. Guys, if we go earlier. Where was that? EFL Cup, semi-final. Yeah, there against Man City. After a couple games early, we lost, I guess, away in the Premier League against them, 3-2. So same scoreline, but that one was in our favour. So now I think we're on better form. If you missed like the last stream, we did knock out Atletico Madrid with a very good home leg there. We were very good at home. Very good performance. So everything is sparkling right now. Take a look, dominating the team of the week, especially. And then not to forget, Tonali is coming along pretty well. The determination is going directly down, which, you know, I don't like that. I always wonder why. I'll see that suddenly, and I'm like, why is that going directly down? If you guys have any feedback about it, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to know. But yeah, very confused about that. I used to know it would be by the mentoring. If someone you were mentoring a young player with back in the day, and he had low determination, his determination could go down. So how about that? Sergio Reguilon. Yeah, oh, definitely. Talk about guys signing of the season. It's a battle for that. I reckon he has to get it. I reckon a guy you sign for a free, who's up to 46 million in his value, and off his stats, a 7.53 rating in the Champions League, Premier League over 22 games, is still 7.16. Very impressive. Very impressive season. For a free signing. I'm so glad we went with it. I'm really happy we did go with that. I was wondering at the time, do we go for him or not? It was definitely a good move, hey? He's a great option. If you're a team that he wants to join, get him. Get him. We initially signed him back up to Luke Shaw, and he's come in and honestly been better. Not saying Luke Shaw's been bad. I don't think he's been bad for this save, and this season specifically. Henderson left out by Gareth Southgate. If you train him in a new position, determination goes down. Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Why would that... I won't complain about it. I'll just understand, okay, that's a situation. So, guys, the draw for the Champions League, it didn't come out, I thought, because, yeah, the other teams had to play. So, guys, my prediction is Bayern and Barcelona are going to go through. Even though Bayern are down, like, the away games are terrible. Or, like, the away teams are terrible in Champions League. I reckon, well, Man City, maybe Man City have enough of a lead. We'll see what happens. But I think Barca definitely will go through. Maybe because they're a better team as well. But, okay, Man City held strong. But I knew Barcelona were going to dominate. Dominate. Maybe you could say because they're better than Inter as well. Fair enough, Man City did really well then. Man City did well. They were nervy though. See, guys, look at it this way. Bayern scored the first two, and Man City realised, okay, we can't sit back. We can't defend, because they're attacking us and they're going to keep scoring. We have to go and score some ourselves. Interesting way that match played out, didn't it? They needed their 2 goals. See, they won by 2 goals on aggregate in the end. They needed that. So, that was very interesting. They needed to score goals to get their lead back. Very interesting campaign. From the Champions League to the Premier League, which is really tight. It's a tight Premier race. Tight Premier League race as well. So yeah, we got FA Cup. When's our draw? I was waiting for that Champions League draw now with those games being played. We got FA Cup semi-final. Oh yeah, Champions League draw is coming. Yeah, I saw it. There it is as well. So all these guys are signed up on their youth deals. See, he's 3-star. Quirk. See, guys, Quirk, didn't he go... Wasn't he 3.5? Guys, wasn't he 3.5? I'm trying to remember. Triple Egg. Oh, Triple Egg, you're a regular viewer of the stream. We had our youth intake. We had an amazing youth intake. Sean Quirk was one of them, but there's someone better than him. There's someone better than him who is absolutely amazing. If you can see another high potential with Paul Watts, sorry, I'm getting confused with the P's. Pete Watts, Paul Gibbons. Paul Gibbons is the new high potential lad, and I'm glad it's not another striker. His value is 3.6 million, guys. This is ridiculous. Look at him, 3.6 million. He's going to be insane. 3.6. In comparison, Pete Watts is only 650k. If we go to the under 23s, Chris Roberts is 4 million. Obviously, yeah, he's good. So he's going to be that level. Oh, guys, the future is looking so bright. And also Emeran, who scored a lot of goals in the under 23s this season. He scored 23 in the under 23s. And 15 assists. Potential looking alright. 198 centimetre centre back. With great defensive stats. So yeah, Sean Quirk. Ahmed was another. See, guys, was he 3-star? See, he was 3-star on the youth intake. And now he's 4-star. I'm telling you guys, the ones we signed up are better than they look. So he's a keeper. We've got a 4-star potential keeper. I knew they looked much better. Who else? Loy. He's going to be better short. No, okay. He's about the same, to be fair. But I think that's still lower. Like, look at his default attributes. Default. Well, they're definitely... And then Davidson. Yeah, okay. They're staying about the same. But, guys... We got a lot of talents. Okay, data analyst. Like, do we not have one? I'm pretty sure we do. Where's all our staff? We've got a chief. Okay, we have a chief, but we don't. Okay, fair enough. But do we look for one? Do we go to the job center and place an advert for scouting? Wait, under 20. Was that under 23s? The one we need? See, if we were to approach him... See, that's full-time. No, I don't want... But it didn't show that. Do we need one that's... Or do we just take a look at the best attributes? What's the best attributes? Well, we'll go into it when we search. Staff search. How much... We haven't got much cash at the moment. We spent our budget pretty strongly already. So... Yeah, let's coach role. Recruitment, that'll be under. Yeah, data analyst. Let's see. What is their best attributes again? I have to go back to that. If we just see. Yeah, the judging data. That makes sense, right? Come on, mates. What am I doing? It was not under this. No, it's not going to be under medical team. Judging player data. Okay. We want someone who's a good mix. Do we just poach this guy from Osasuna? Neymar, yeah, we've got Neymar. We've got Neymar, funnily enough. I reckon we're going to poach this guy. Because to me, the presenting data isn't that great. Has someone got better presenting? Mate, your presentation is important. How about Jay Watson, who is a new gen? Ooh, I like the balance of him. He's got 18 for player data. And then team 14. I reckon we sign up. Mbappe could be our target this year. Yeah. And get an English lad in. I reckon he's the perfect option. No, we don't need under 18s. It's not that crucial. There we go. Okay, he wants a little bit more for that. Maybe drop to the 8K. Alright. Go. Just accept that, yeah? Data analysis. Or analyst, sorry. Data analyst. Yeah. He's good. If you compare C1 at Leicester... But he's medical. Like, why was he showing up? He could be both. Sports scientist. Anyway, he's a good one to bring in. Yeah, but Neymar's had a bit of issues. Neymar, we signed him 170 million. A lot of money. I wouldn't say he's had an amazing season. I'll go to stats so you can take a proper look at him. But he's had injury troubles. You say you've hardly used him. He's had injury troubles. It's just so it makes sense. Look at this. A lot of them have been niggles. But then a few, like, for 3 weeks. So, yeah, a bit of training issues. The thing is, his countryman Everton, he's been the wonder. Look at his stats. And not just his stats. I'll leave it for a bit in case you're just looking at this a little bit. Yeah, leave it there. But his recent form... His last 2 games have been amazing. He's just finding his feet now. He's finding his feet. So, yeah, that looks all good. Just, as I said, everything is looking alright. So, my logic was if we win Champions League, we sell Neymar. And hopefully he's part of it somewhat as well. So, I want to play him in the Champions League game, so it makes sense that we signed him. So at least that he sees like he was part of that success. But okay, yeah, see those results there. Juventus, guys, what did I say? Even though Juventus, they didn't need to win. Fair enough. Christian Eriksen. Liverpool win at home. Okay, they were still yeah, the better teams advance, you would say. See, guys, Pete Watts is killing it in the under-18s. You reckon we should move him to the under-23s? Or just wait for next season? Or do it now, guys. We promote him, move to under-23s. Hopefully you guys agree with that. You're in the process of getting Everton. Yep, get him, you'll do well. And just so you get an idea how he's gone for us, he didn't start amazingly, but this second half of the season, like, he's been so dangerous. His dribbling is amazing. Like, he's so good. You get him playing some good football. So, guys, what? Stephen Bender. Stephen Bender. He's injured. Who's their starting keeper? See who they're playing. They got 2 keepers injured. And their best one is not injured. Don't you hate that? Why can't their best keeper get injured? What, 55 million? Worth every penny. Let's continue. So they're saying Mason Greenwood shouldn't be offered a new deal. I mean, we offered him a new deal last time. He's going to keep wanting more. I think he should be fine. Is that in his happiness right now? I'm pretty sure we didn't offer him long ago a new contract. But I guess he just keeps getting better and better. There's that. Nathaniel Klein. We should sell. I reckon we just sell at the end of the season. Guys, another great profit. We signed Nathaniel Klein for free. Imagine if we can get like 20 million for him. While only having like 16.5k paying on his wages, so teams won't think he's on too much. I reckon we could sell him maybe to like a newly promoted Premier League team or a championship club, something. That's all right. But yeah, FA Cup coming up, guys. Phew. So, guys, both Neymar and Everton have been called up. I hope they definitely Neymar, because he's the one who been getting injured. Anyway, guys, Champions League draw. There's no easy draw, guys. Look at all the teams. Get a prediction, lads? Get your predictions in. Who do you reckon will get drawn against, or who do you want us? Who do you want us? Either way, leave whatever prediction you want. Leave whatever prediction you like. Who you want us to get drawn against. Who you think will get drawn against. Let's just start the automatic draw now. Who are we going to be? Liverpool. Arsenal. 2 English clubs. Manchester City. Manchester United. How about that? Wow. Oh, then... Guys, there's derbies everywhere. And that's all the derbies are. Wow. Wow. How about that? I'd say Liverpool, Arsenal, not as much. Like, Manchester derby. And then El Clasico. In the quarterfinals. Wow. Sepp Blatter has returned. Guys. Oh, this is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting against City. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Champions League draw for the quarters. So Barcelona or Real Madrid will be knocked out. Take that. But like any of these teams are not going to be easy beats. But it makes it for a good like Champions League. You reckon? Imagine these games. if that was real life. And now Man City's not that far away at all, guys. Oh, don't forget, they might be looking for revenge. So if you... Guys, hold up. What happened? Guys, what the hell? Didn't we just draw it? Guys, I don't understand what just happened. If we do the... Oh no, it's the next day. Sorry guys, I'm just flipping out. I'm flipping out. This is for the semi-final. Guys, does anyone else not like when you draw it like this? I don't like when it says or. I want to know who exactly we'll be playing against. Not two potential teams. Anyway, automatic draw. Let's see, guys. Man City, Man United against Liverpool, the English clubs. How about that, guys? How about that? There can't be more. It's only one English team is going to be in the final. Only one English team. Well, what do you make of that? What do you make of that draw? Ooh. That's very interesting. It sets up what could be, like you could think, what potentially the final could be at least. Alright. So that just happened. That was really interesting. Even just the draws are interesting in this save at the moment. Just everything that's happened right now. And one thing it definitely is, one thing there's definitely right now, it's hype. It's hype. Get those emotes in the chat. Yeah, for sure. Oh no, who's this? Youth candidates. I thought he like suffered a heavy injury or something. I thought it was like a big injury. So if youth candidates evaluated, that's it. I didn't see anyone who adds significant quality. So we already signed those that are. These are all just the guys we've left. the lads we've left out. So all good. We've got a lot of talents that came through it, didn't we? So now, if we head over to our squad, or the youth team, if we head over to reports, look at the potentials. I reckon there's going to be a decent... Yeah. So there's Gibbons there. Look, this is from all this intake, or most of them, or near the top. Anyway, those 16-year-olds right up there. Yeah, looking pretty good. Those 5 that we brought through. So Sam Ahmed was one that was pushed up a little bit more for his potential, the goalkeeper. And I thought, yeah, if anyone would, it will be him. He's looking very good. So we'll just sort this by the positions. So things are looking bright. And we got Swansea. Swansea up in the FA Cup. As I said, there's no reason we can't win all competition. Champions League is going to be very hard. Don't get me wrong. Champions League is going to be tough. There's always someone, big team, big club to come up against. But yeah. Wait, what was this one? Really? See, guys? I thought we could bring in a data analysis, or analyst, again, data analyst. I gotta get used to saying that. Data analyst. I might just not sign one for the name. Like, we don't need to worry about that then. Apparently we're fine. They came to me saying I need one. Okay, fine. I'm not... Like, that's something I wasn't overly concerned about. I thought, oh, maybe we might need one. Alright. Alright, we're good. We're all good. No troubles. Let's see about these results, though. What do you think of Juventus offering 50 million plus? 50 million plus. For Pogba in real life. It's interesting money. Do you think they could get more for him? I think I just got Football Manager in mind. How much he'll sell for. Let's just go through. Honestly, I'll just leave him keep talking. What's that? 50 million plus. I was going to say, yeah, well, I didn't really know much about it. So it's plus Aaron Ramsey. What? I thought Aaron Ramsey's a decent player. 50 million plus Aaron Ramsey. Who knows? Yeah, I don't mind Aaron Ramsey. It would be interesting to see how he fits in United. Will be interesting for the Arsenal games. So, guys, Wolves beat Chelsea. Oh, these results are crazy. Arsenal are in second. Put pressure on Liverpool. We can't afford to slip up in the league as well. Yeah, Bruno's good enough. Got Bruno now. He's world class. I think, Triple M, I think he's just talking about Man United in real life, saying he's fine. He's good enough. Manchester City win as well. Guys, interesting. This is really intriguing. Liverpool in the FA Cup do beat West Brom. Derby's going a bit far. How are they going in the league? Well, they're 19th. Alan Pardew. How about that? Have they got a decent prospect coming through, or is he nothing special? Yeah, probably not. You get a scout report. You never know when you get a scout report come through. But okay. Yeah, Maddison, honestly, in this save, Maddison's been a good signing for Arsenal. He's been very good. Right. See, now I want to see how the youth guys have suddenly come in. They've just joined. Have they had any early increases to their ability? Like Paul Gibbons. No, okay, we can't get too excited about him. But yeah, he's definitely going to be a good player. 3.5 million value already. The stocks for the future are looking nice. See, even this guy, he seems like his potential is not bad. He's at 3-star. Interesting. What do you think about him? We probably don't need him going forward, but could be value to keep him on. Maybe sell him for a bit at some point in his career, or you don't worry about it. Anyway, guys, we got a match preview. We got a match to attend to. And guys, after this one, there's Bournemouth 13 days away. We got a bit of international break. But anyway, this FA Cup, it's important to win. It's a bit mixed because we should beat Swansea. We should beat Swansea pretty comfortably. And we've got a break coming up. So there's no reason why we shouldn't play a strong team. Just make sure we do it, really. Make sure we do it. Have a strong performance. And see, actually, Wan-Bissaka and Everton have got a link now. So that's good. So you can play Greenwood. Could you play Rashford there as well? Grealish, won't risk him. Bring in Bruno Fernandes. Just have an absolute strong performance. Absolutely strong performance. Wan-Bissaka, maybe just support role. Reguilon. There we go. And I think this will be it. Maybe drop Grealish out completely. And Delo to make the bench. Just a bit versatile for the defenders. Good defenders, midfielders, and attackers there. Pereira maybe is on the outer. So let's just get into this game now. Guys, leave your predictions for this one. Finally, yeah. It's the continuing that needs to happen. Let's go. Passionately, assertively. Yeah, pick up where we left off last time out, guys. We should have a really strong game. Surely, against Swansea with this team. Get your tackles in. Yeah, well done, Everton. Now Greenwood. Oh! Greenwood! Whew, tried to go alone. Honestly, as this save has gone on, he's got more and more greedy. Last season, he would have passed that to someone else in the box. Now McTominay. Pogba. Everton. Oh, it's going to fall to Wan-Bissaka. Oh, what a finish. Guys, that was something else. Need a drink. What a finish. Guys, take a look at that. That was filthy. Look at this. Everton, another assist to his name. Wan-Bissaka. Ooh, Greenwood. Yeah. He could have been offside, I don't know. So glad he didn't get attached to it. Wan-Bissaka. He wants to prove that he's the right man for the job. Oh, guys, it's not over. See, this is why we have to play a really strong team. Come on, we got to be better with defending. If we look at this, whose fault was it? If it was... Can we see? Nah, who was up there? That guy. I can't click on him. Oh, it's Pogba. Pogba's decent. You know, physically. I'm disappointed Pogba couldn't win that. Come on, Pogba. We didn't add opposition instructions in this one. Ask assistant. Come on. Come on, guys. Like, I mean, look, they had one chance. One shot, one on target, one goal from 42% possession. That just screams FM, doesn't it? Far from please. We have to go and beat them, surely. Signed Everton, 25 mil. 25. Nah, that's a good deal. Good deal, 25 million. What, next day? He got injured for 5 months? Wow, no way. No way. I would be raging at Football Manager. I would rage quit, honestly. I would rage quit at that. That's not fair, man. Everton. Here he is. Well, for me, he's just gliding along. But disappointed he couldn't finish. Well, their body language isn't sitting well at the moment, guys. Maybe we could take advantage. Let's go. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that was a good tackle, but it goes to Rashford. Goes to Rashford. Rashford sets up Everton. He's getting involved. Did you guys know that Coca-Cola used to put cocaine in their drinks? Wow. Did they? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if that's legal. Anyway. Everton to come off. Oh, but I'm just looking at the conditions. Nah. Do we bring on Neymar? Rashford hasn't had a good game. Guys, we're struggling against Swansea for whatever reason. Let's go wider. Pablo Escobar did that to hide his cocaine as well after it was... There you go. It's part of the... Oh, boy. Crazy stuff. But anyway, guys. Paul Pogba's on a yellow card. Let's bring on Sandro Tonali. Tonali, just show him how to be composed. And can we try McTominay as a box-to-box midfielder? We need a goal, so... Oh, man. Come on, lads. Swansea, are they the bogey team? they beat Tottenham to advance. So they must, but they're doing so poorly in the league. There's always these weird things that happen. They're 19th in the championship. Does Tony come on? Let's bring on Tony. Tony Martial, see if he can score again. Maybe get a shout out there. Demand more, guys. Can we get a winner out there? Come on. How can we not beat them in 90 minutes? Guys. Oh, can it be Neymar with a free kick? Oh, he went so close. Cup magic in the FM algorithm. They'll apply it somewhere in the code. The unexpected wins, unexpected knockouts. There's something there. I mean, I've played FM for a long time to know this is not a rare occasion. Or it's not the first time this has happened. Oh, here's Everton. Come on, who can be the winner? Who can be the winner? Come on. Surely we're good enough to get a winner. We're not going to get a winner. Guys, we got to take it to extra time. Don't tell me it's going to be penalties. Do we say aggressively or assertively, we don't let this slip away? Yeah? Yeah, come on, guys. We've got to score against them. Or, score another goal. Look at the players we have, though. Come on. No, this is going to end. Go very attacking. Guys. Go extremely direct. We're really looking for it. Hit early crosses. Don't waste any time. Boy, oh boy. Push forward. We don't want to go too irresponsible and somehow concede a goal. Guys, it's going to be a penalty shock. Or, can we get a goal before that? Come on. Sergio Reguilon. Here we go. McTominay. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to be the cup hero to knock out Swansea? That just sounds weird to say. Sergio Reguilon, come on. Surely we're too good to not beat them. Oh. McTominay. Who's the hero? We're looking for a hero. Wan-Bissaka! Tony Martial scores again. Tony Martial scores again. It had to be. It had to be. Assist for Wan-Bissaka as well. He's had a good game. It had to be Tony. Hey, get in, lads. But there's a highlight instantly. No time to make a change. No time to make a change. Alright. I can't use that as excuse now, but we'll leave it on attacking. Keep this style. Just finish him off. The English press said he had no chance. Came from France, but here he is. Tony Martial scores again. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Get him, Tony. Get him, Tony. The work by Everton and the finish by Martial. There we go, lads. This is a proper scoreline. 3-1. But, guys, look at the match stats. We've had 30 and 17 on target. 56% possession. 31 and 18 on target. It ended. So, yeah. It was just in 2 minutes, Tony Martial ended Swansea. What a sub. Super sub, eh? Super sub, lads. What a moment. I mean, surely that's the hype time in the chat. Emotes, the hype. Come on. Come on. There we go. We're through. But you got to give respect to Swansea. Guys, Swansea's performance was really good, wasn't it? They had a really good performance. You can't really doubt that. The game is thinking a bit. It was thinking. Does it ever go like that and you're like shitting yourself like the game is going to crash? You're like, please don't crash. Please don't crash. So, yeah, we see... And after that, make sure you save. Everton got 2 assists. I don't know if it's you guys as well. Like, sometimes the Control S doesn't save the game. You got to press it with... Surely it's not my keyboards, because I don't have trouble with it in any other situation. Sometimes just with saving, you have to give it a bit of a extra punch. But yeah, Everton, 2 assists. He's a great player. Let's hope Tony gets his game on in real life after these couple goals he scored. Yeah, hopefully he hits some form. I should hit up Ollie with my tactics, yeah? Hit him up with my custom tactics. Oh, lads. That's funny. Yeah, man. I'll send him my tactical style. I'll send him the United tactical style, yeah. But we're looking the goods, though. We are looking pretty good. So we just continue now. We just got to see the next game in mind as well. Bournemouth. Okay, we got a fair amount of match training or match preparation. I think the game before, I always like to work on the technical, just chance conversion in case it's a game we're not finishing. We've got attacking movement there as well, so I should cover. Maybe work on the match tactics and match prep. We don't do that a lot. I don't feel that that's a lot of match training. Let's just work on defending engaged. Yeah, no, I like that mix. It's alright. Ighalo might just not play at all for United, hey? Who's our number 7 now? I think Everton deserves it next year. Who's in the squad numbers? It's Jack Grealish at the moment, but Jack Grealish, you reckon he's another contender to sell? We can maybe make a little bit profit. We signed him for 50 million, but yeah, it hasn't worked out for him. He's had some injuries this season as well. My Dim Sim, hey, what's going on, mate? Thanks for joining. Got the flu. Oh no, man, that's the worst. It's the worst. See, with me, I'll tell you about that. I get it once. Basically, it seems like it's routine. I get it once a year, but when I do, it's terrible. Maybe if it's really cold weather, like my nose might be a little bit runny or something. But like when you actually, when you get the cold, when you get the sickness, when I get it, it's probably on average it's about once a year. But when it hits, it's the worst. It's so crazy, and I hate it. So if I ever go, guys, if there's a time I'm not streaming for a week, that would be it. I wouldn't be up for it. That I would be knocked out for a week. I'm dreading when that time comes. It's usually when the winter hits in Australia, so around the middle of the year. Obviously, we're towards the end of summer now, so yeah, it's usually in winter, the strong rain, and yeah, it's very strong here. The strong is the key description of it. But if you're just joining, we have showed it a few times in the stream. Hey, QPR beat Salford. That's good. You're normally good during winter. How about that? Yeah, for me, it normally hits the middle of the year when it's, the very depressing weather in Australia. Melbourne specifically. When it's winter, it's pretty strong winter. Anyway, guys, if you missed the youth intake came and went, so there's no longer, or the youth candidates that are there now are terrible. But these are the ones we brought through. Well, if we sort by the high potential, yep, you can see with the youth, just not that Dylan. Obviously, clearly look at Paul Gibbons. Paul Gibbons, a young centre back. He's worth 3.5. Boy, oh boy, wowee. We got very good. We'll give a bit more of a... Okay, hasn't played any matches yet, but down the bottom says he's got 1 assist from 2. So, yeah, Paul Gibbons. And then Sam Ahmed, a goalkeeper who's 4-star ability. I think for a keeper, he's not looking too bad for a keeper. We haven't really got a keeper in like that yet in last year's youth intake. Then Sean Quirk, who is another 4-star. He's a defensive midfield, the 4-star potential that is. Decent first touch and passing, so I think he could be that like deep line playmaker. Definitely, hopefully can build up his defensive stats a bit. He'll be really good. You see Dodson in there. He's a real player. He's got his face. So yeah, he's definitely a real player. He could be a 3-star. Probably not first team, not on the level of these other lads. But then who else? This Richard. I wanted to sign up a few of them. Like, they looked all right. I thought, look, he's only, 3-star potential, but attributes not terrible. Quirk, that Lamps or Gerard role. Or for United, that Carrick role. Richard, clicked on him. This guy, his current ability was a bit lower. Potential was still 3-star, though. Another centre-back. If you work on his heading, if we can train that heading up a bit more, it's very low, 5, I know, so... But still, 3-star potential, I think, is worth it. They could be a bit better. But then, Ian Davidson at right back, I thought he looks okay. His value's 400, only 2.5-star potential ability. These are all through the same intake, lads, keep in mind. But then Ian Loy, he's one I wanted to point out as well. He looks better than potential of 2.5 stars. Like, his current ability, pretty balanced attributes. Not really, really high. Like sure, he's not the level of Paul Gibbons. Paul Gibbons and Ahmed could be legend. Hey, Sean Quirk, if he has good development, he could be a respectable player, I reckon. So yeah, we've got definitely some good players. And then our current squad is filled with quite a bit of talents. But maybe if we go to our tactical setup. You can see some names in there. Good to have a Quirk in your team, yeah. How did that group training... Oh, we can take a look at that. Can we... where are we? Training? Mentoring? Yeah, with Everton. Well, it's interesting. Obviously... We want it for Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood is very big. Oh, so you said the squad is huge. We've got a lot of players. But yeah, Mason Greenwood, is he benefiting pretty well from that? But he seemed to have development before that as well. So that's what I mean. It's hard to judge. Is it because of his first team, what he's doing as well? So there's a lot to judge. The squad is huge. I think maybe we have a couple more players than we need. But apart from that, like... Injuries come in. All these players we do. If we go into the squad, if we go into selection, if we go to the lowest appearances, we'll go up here. Nathaniel Klein, keep in mind, he's back. You got to keep in mind, what if we got a big injury? What if we got a big injury to Wan-Bissaka or Deloitte? He'd come in as that next right back. And plus, we're going to intend to sell it. We signed him for free. He's only on 16.5k. His value is almost 20 million. That's almost Liverpool giving us some money. When you think about it. They let him go for free. We sign him for free. And, yeah. We could maybe sell him in the off-season. So we'll get something there. And he's the only one you would say. Maybe Pereira as well. Pereira could sell. Tillo's a nice little backup. Another guy we continue to make some value off, profit off. We signed him for 4.5 from PSG. Was transfer listed. Is Neymar affecting Greenwood and Everton? That's what I mean. How, like with that training, with the mentoring, how are they affecting? Is there a way you can see? Like, how do you know maybe, like even Everton's progression? It might just be from first team game time. I'm not sure. the progression. What exactly has it been from? We have to wait and see, I guess. You like copying my team on FIFA 20 and whatever you do in your save? That's cool. Yeah, I know sometimes people say that. Their stats could grow, morale booster as well. No, I don't want to respond to anyone in that press conference. Don't forget Gomez. How's he doing at Bournemouth, guys? Take a look at his stats so you guys see it here. He's played some games. He's doing... How's he... Development? Don't forget. Still, it could be a potentially important player for us. What's that? Can you see the chances? I will get into that. I think we have made some good moves throughout the save so far. So, just see whatever we've got here. Molly, TJ, how you going? If that's how I say your name, I wonder if you're from Belgium, if it's a... I'll just call you Molly, if that's alright. Whatever you prefer. Anyway, our transfers. Well, this season, over on the right, you can see who we brought in. Those were our big moves. Adnan Januzaj we bought, then loaned him right back. We got the buyback fee. We could probably just sell him, make profit next season. He's having another decent season. At Sociedad. You might say the previous season was a little bit better, but still has time to get those statistics that he got last time. We signed Jude Bellingham as well. Wonder Kid, another young talent coming through. Koulibaly is a strong centre-back. He's had a good season. Molly's good. Yeah, cheers. Cheers. All good, mate. Thanks for joining in the stream. Revive Januzaj's career at Old Trafford. We'll see how we do. Use the buyback fee for a discounted price to simply sell at a higher price. That's it. It's all about the flipping. I'm all about flipping. Flipping. So yeah, those are all the players we brought in basically. Last season. We did make a bit of the transfers going out. I can show you them. We did sell... It feels like, where's Dan James? It's funny, no one's really asking about him. We signed him just under 20 million there. Is it interesting about Dan James? Like, what you think... See, his ability hasn't really changed. Still poor finishing and obviously got the pace. What else? Douglas Costa, who we signed the previous season. If we take a quick look, we turned that 53 million into a 65 million. Decent profit. Oh, you follow me since the Club Bruges days. Yeah, I remember I suppose I remember that time in my life when I was doing that save. Yeah, I remember the day, like I would wake up and play that. That was a good time. That was a good time on YouTube, and just in my life around then as well. So yeah, Neymar, and those are the kind of key sales. Sergio Romero, we mentioned before, sold them to Galatasaray. There we go. Tom in. Need a new midfielder. Milinkovic-Savic. I think he went to Barcelona. Yeah, Barcelona. He might be hard to sign. But I like our midfield depth at the moment. And backup keeper. You could say that. I like Dean Henderson, though, because De Gea plays majority of the games. But Dean Henderson, he's a decent backup, isn't he? Where he's not going to complain. That you could sign someone better. You can't really have two first-team keepers. Like, two really good keepers. One will become unhappy. But when you got someone who knows he's that backup, because he's that ability, he realizes he is. I think he's that good quality that won't complain. He's a pretty decent quality for a guy that won't complain about not starting a lot. What's that? Yeah, you posted... Yeah, I just took a look at that. Your transfers. Decent. You got Bruno Fernandes as well. Danny Olmo. Brought in some good midfielders there, I can see. Yeah, Henderson is good. I rate Henderson. Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish, man. I reckon he and Neymar sell at the end of the season. maybe with a couple others. FA Cup semi-final. Who are we going to draw here? Let's see. QPR? Derby? Oh, guys, it's United Liverpool. It's United Liverpool. Wait, okay, it's away for us. It was home from the beginning. FM, you want to make it a little bit harder for us? But no, that's alright. That's alright. Yeah, we got some movements. Oh, guys, look at all the tough games. We got Manchester City in the Champions League coming up. Do we rest a bit against Bournemouth? But we got to make sure we keep winning in the league as well. So this is very intriguing. How this is all going to play out. Isn't it? Alright. Rotate against Bournemouth. But, see, we can still be strong enough with rotating, I think. We can only hope to be, at least. Yeah, slight rotation. Yeah, have the rotations where we can. We'll just... I can't wait for the Liverpool and the Man City game. You should win. Yeah, what? Liverpool 3-1, Man City 2-1. Let's go. Let's go into it though. I'm continuing as quick as we can. I want to get into it. Oh, Pereira. Food poisoning. Do you know, guys, I'm not sure how regular it is, but I've never had food poisoning in my life. I haven't eaten food that's poisoned me. Like, I've never got that. I'm not sure about you guys. But I've never had food poisoning. It's happened to me a lot in FM. Like, a lot of my players have got food poisoning over the years. But in real life, I've never. So I've wondered about that. I wonder how serious, like, food poisoning is. Like, I've eaten food that's made me sick. Like, just where maybe I've ate too much. I've felt sick in the stomach. Not been poisoned. That's what I wonder. How serious? Like, how does that make you feel? I've had food that's given me, like, you know, sore stomach. But I wouldn't assume that's poisoning. Like, how serious is that? It's basically gastro from food not being cooked properly. I remember I had gastro once when I was younger. So was that... I can't remember what it was from, though. Yeah. It feels like you're about to die. See... Yeah. Yeah, I remember I had gastro when I was a kid. Once. So... It was a very... I can't even remember how bad it was. Like, I survived it. Who's McCann? Oh, guys, what do you think about this guy? Does Charlie McCann have decent potential? What do you think about him? Like, in real life as well. What do you think about Charlie McCann? Just... I gotta keep my eyes on him. Just gotta keep my eyes on him. His contract is running out. That's what I mean. Guys. Yeah, just offer him a new deal. Maybe just get rid of the yearly wage rise. Drop that a little bit. Get his goal bonus up. Suggest terms. I just want to get rid of the wage rise. Get the goal bonus up a little bit more. Unused sub. There we go. It looks pretty decent. But that's it, guys. We have to make sure, like, his contract running out at the end of the season. We got to make sure, as I say, keep our eyes on him. Make sure we don't lose him. After all, his name is McCann. So, yeah, we got to keep our eyes on him. He could be decent. Yeah, guys. It's a long road to this Bournemouth game. The international breaks, and hopefully we don't get one. We don't want an injury. We don't literally want an international break. No wonder it's called that. In my years of Football Manager, I've had a few international breaks. Yeah, a few injuries over over the break, over the international break. Had a few injuries. United v Watford. Ooh, the score. I think United should win though. Maybe like a 2-1. They'll get over the line kind of stuff. Oh, what's that? McGain? 6'3". 6'3" striker, McGain. He's done it again. Yeah. McGain. He's done it again. I'd get that chant going if we had someone of that name. He was mental in your Sunderland save. 5-star potential. Hey, we got a couple of those. We got a couple of those in this save. See, guys, Alan Loy is playing well. How about that? I reckon he's one that his potential is going to slowly progress up. Anyone else? Paul Gibbons. If we talk about the perfect player, he's so excited for him. What he's going to be doing. So we can't see the stats for the under-18s when we click on it like that. We can go over to the development center and click on under-18s. And then go back to the selection info. Can we not even see here? By the average rating? Guys, if there's a reason behind that, let me know. Because they're playing games. I'm not sure if it's a little bit of a bug or something. So, yeah. Anyway. I think if at least as we can click on them and see how they're progressing. And see the updates of their performances in there in the inbox. That's enough. Gibbons reminds me... Oh, John Terry. Been a while since there was a promising... Yeah, I can see that. Because John Terry, he was never really quick. What's that? Scott. I love your Twitch and YouTube. Also subscribe to your YouTube channel and post notifications. Oh, mate, I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Thank you. But I did want to say, I maybe you'll notice it. I think it's like anything. A good example, if you have a save on FM. Or, if you have more than one. Say if you have two. You might prefer one more than the other. And that's me right now. I'm loving streaming. I love streaming, interacting with you guys. I mean, FIFA career mode is feeling a bit dead. But I love the progressing this kind of save on Twitch, The interaction, and I get through, like, each stream, each episode, we get through a bit more than we would normally. In, like, a series episode on YouTube. So, actually, guys, I said Samuel Gomez, I said, oh, he might not be that good. But actually, he's got no transfer interest. But maybe in the future he might. Even though we have our own keeper coming through. Romario. Guys, there's so much high potential players. Would you do something for the Arsenal career? Like a 20 episode or 50 episode stream special? Or if you mean like the FIFA career, I'm going to work on that today. Maybe get a video recorded. I'm not sure about a stream, though, for my FIFA stuff. A bit earlier in the year. When I say earlier in the year, late in 2019, I think it was. I started a stream career mode, and not many people were watching it. Like, I feel like people are not interested in career mode. Maybe on YouTube, but maybe not over on Twitch. Maybe I'll because you got to set up some different things, just to stream on YouTube apart from Twitch, in the program. So I might do it. Maybe on YouTube. We'll see. But yeah, I just love the FM streams, you know. Doing this United save. It's going very well at the same time. And I can upload the stream replays to YouTube. I honestly wouldn't care. It's a content you provide. I love your fresh ideas for years. I do appreciate it. I suppose, but that's the thing as well. Yeah, I got to be doing what I enjoy, I think. If I'm doing something I'm getting bored of, I stop it. Yeah, I can't be bothered with that. But guys, yeah, I feel you guys when you say get into the next game. I feel that in FM, like, takes a while. So actually, guys, this next game is going to be the last one of the stream. Then we can have Man City up next, the start of the next one. And I'm trying to not let it tell so much. Funnily, I talked about it. We mentioned it before, but I think I'm getting a bit sick, or is it just cold? If my voice doesn't sound at my best, I'm not feeling 100% now. Hey, that might hit now. Hopefully not. Sometimes, as I said, you might just feel bad when it's cold, and then it passes the next day. But what do I think about Man City's Champions League ban? It's deserved. It's deserved. It's simple. I would say the same for any team, not just because Man United fan and hate City, but just outside of that. If you break the rules, they should get the suspension, you know? They should get the right punishment. That's the reason rules are put into place. Clubs set to release youth players, but there's probably not going to be anyone of note. Like the Liverpool guys, I mean, yeah, I don't know what this... They release them for a reason. Their titles could be stripped. It's interesting. Like, from a player's point of view, if you won the Premier League, like if you won the title, like, you would still feel like you won it. You know what I mean? Like those memories of winning it. Like you might, especially if you're a player no longer at the club, you probably won't take that seriously as much. You would still remember as you winning it. Maybe you could do a stream where you tell us about your life. Honestly, my life is not that interesting. Like, I wouldn't know where to start. Or tell a story about my whole life. If I tell you about recent stuff, there's not much to report. Give you more of a story where I came from school and my life back then to now. Maybe, if you guys were interested. See, I feel like I'd rather do that on a stream opposed to just uploading a YouTube video and not even 1,000 views. It will just look weird, like nobody cares about my life. Because those videos, yeah, don't do well. Either it's gaming, like the FIFA or FM stuff. But I feel you guys who watch on Twitch, majority like, you know, you feel like... I feel you get more connection. I feel you get more connection with the streams. That's my experience. More personal connection than just videos. But yeah, the Bournemouth's coming up. We're finally getting to it. We're finally getting there. I'd watch a stream about you. Or, you know, I can just tell you in our Football Manager streams. I can just tell you different stuff as we progress. Because Football Manager is this kind of chill game, isn't it? Because, I mean, you learn things about me as we stream, you know? The more I stream, I'll probably tell you things here and there. So, yeah, McCann, he commits the future. He could be alright. He's like, it's steady development. Cristiano Ronaldo to be the best national player. Oh, Portugal, yeah? That'll be Portuguese. Bruno Fernandes might challenge him, but not in FM. Ronaldo always to get that. A footy manager documentary. A doco. But yeah. So good. As I said, lads, this will be the last game of the stream, which will probably head it to about, just over 2. I mean, we're 5 minutes off 2 hours on the stream, so definitely a 2-hour stream it goes down as. Today, we'll just continue a bit more. Pumped for AF. Oh, mate, you have no idea. I watched the last couple nights of the practice games. For me, that's when the year really starts, when AFL is on. Oh, the good old Aussie rules. Been a fan since I could remember. Since a very young kid. You know what? Yeah, Port Adelaide looking fire this year. I reckon I was happy with the Bulldogs' performance last night. They were very impressive. Isn't the Bont, Marcus Bontempelli, he's a superstar. And as a Carlton supporter myself, he and Paddy Cripps is an amazing player. Those two. I reckon Bulldogs got a steal with Alex Keith from Adelaide. I thought he was very impressive for Adelaide. Young defender. Someone they needed. They got a good deal there, I'll tell you what. When is your next stream on? I'm streaming every day. Come around the stream around this time and I should be live, I reckon. Oh, guys, cheers, Wolves. Wolves took points off Liverpool. For whatever reason, that hasn't interested me so much, Victoria All-Stars, maybe just because it's not club specific. I'll watch it, but I suppose I do, I don't know, I feel like it won't be that serious. I mean, in terms of the players, how intense they'll be, especially this early in the season, or this close to the season anyway, in terms of injuries. Man, the coaches are not going to tell their players to go hard, like at their club. Their club coaches are like, don't go too hard here. We don't need you getting injured. But yeah, anyway, let's give Nathaniel Klein some reserve games if we ever need him. Have him fit and firing. Keep in mind, guys. Neymar, a few of these guys will be resting. So Everton will play him. Bruno Fernandes. I think those guys are enough. Or, I mean, we'll bring on Martial for Greenwood and balance out their... Or should Grealish be enough? Can we rest Bruno Fernandes? Can we rest him? I think Grealish should be good enough. I mean, to make this team good enough today. And Wan-Bissaka, we bring on Delo. I think we should be alright. What do you think of Barcelona being allowed to sign a striker from Celta Vigo? It's weird. Isn't it like outside of the transfer window, isn't it? I don't really know I saw the drama about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Pogba as advanced. Yep, Pogba advanced playmaker. Cheers for the reminder. Because sometimes, we change and we switch the midfielders. But anyway, this because I thought we just need to rotate a bit here. Yeah, Luke Shaw for Sergio Reguilon. Maybe Koulibaly. Bring Mike back in for a little bit of jokes almost. Yeah, no, Lindelof. Lindelof's an interesting one. Or do we just have a good balance? We don't need to sell any of our centre-backs. We have a good balance the way it is. You might sell Mike, sell Chris Smalling, and then bring in another stronger centre-back. Because we're going to have money. We're going to have money for next season. And surely it's not long enough, it's not far away that we'll get that money coming in. We arrest Pogba. No, actually, I thought about it. We'll play Tonali ahead of Pogba. So we'll go back to deep line playmaker. Just, yeah, we're organising the balance here. We don't want any guys that are too low in their conditions. And we don't really. We don't really have that right now. So that's good. Pereira. Can Pereira make the bench? Maybe we'll leave out Pogba completely. And McTominay we take out and bring on Pereira. Yeah, and then have Mazzala. We'll like that. That's why sometimes we take a little bit of time, just so we get the right selections. Complete wingback support. There we go. I'm happy with that. Yep. Happy with that selection, guys. Keep Smaldini till he retires. He's a club legend. I think he'll be a decent backup. That's the thing. The only thing we'll lose money on him. We just lose. We could get some. It's either sell him in at the end of this season or never, maybe. Where did you download your cutout face back? From Sorted Out SI. I got it somewhere. There we go. I'll just copy that. There you go. Any story behind Mike? You mean the reason behind his name Mike? What Van Gaal called him Mike? But there we go. We'll go in. Yeah, for those of you guys ask, when Louis Van Gaal, he called him Mike. I think he had Michael Carrick in mind, and he called him Mike. Oh, De Gea, good save. Needed save. Okay, skip. What's going on? Alright. Let's say get creative, because we're not seeing too much at the moment. Brooks. Before we concede a goal, get the opposition instructions, ask assistant. Alright. Are we going to build up something from the back? Do you know how to download a regen? I don't have a regen faceback. I've thought about it, but I haven't worried about it that much. So, I remember I downloaded one a few years back. But yeah, haven't since. Come on, put the tackles in. As soon as you score, spam praise. Oh, De Gea. Let's see. Now, Brooks is going to whip this in. We've got to be careful here. Easy wins, but it's important to get that goal first so you can praise them. We should, I like to think. So, they're going more attacking. That's interesting. Now, they look like, fairly in control. Okay, make change. I thought I selected opposition instructions. Come on. Yeah, Bournemouth, they look in a bit of control. At least from the highlights we've seen. They're trying to maintain possession at the very least. They're doing it well, though. How about that? But okay. With that build-up, it didn't lead to much, did it? And we could punish him. Andreas Pereira plays it through. Everton again. Everton. You gotta pass it across, mate. You're not going to score from that angle. Taking a shot. That's always going to be saved. See? Come on, maybe this time. Andreas Pereira, put in a ball. No, Wilson. Or Grealish. Greenwood pounces. You give him half a chance and he's going to take that. Mason Greenwood's going to take that. And shout. Praise. Yeah, we got that in, right? Yep. Can't select it. Spam praise. But what? That was really good by Grealish. Good work. Doesn't get an assist for it, does he? That's a bit unfair. Yeah, we praise him. There we go. And here's another. Guys, that's a hidden thing, a hidden gem. My dim sim, you know. You know, mate. And that's another goal for Mason Greenwood. Hey, maybe if Grealish can have a big end to the season, maybe can tempt us to keep him. But I mean, you know, when we have Bruno Fernandes, that's a position, he's not starting. So, me as an assistant, you can be an assistant, mate. It works. Because, there we go. Happy with that. Praise again. Maybe we get a highlight. I think our team talk is a form of praise. There. We'll see what happens here. Oh, Rashford. Okay. Praise. Fire them up. Is it going to be another instant goal? Oh, this is... Oh, that's going to be... I felt like it would be offside, no? No, I thought just the way it looked. But nah. Well, it could have been a foul one way or another. Yeah, no, guys, this is a hidden... Oh, my God. What have we done? Assist by Greenwood as well. Can we do it again? No, we can? Praise. I feel like I'm cheating. Oh, guys. Here's another Brooks. He's having a stern talking to there. And now it's Greenwood. Can he score from a free kick? Can he score? He does. Yes. Come on. We have to get the hype. Get the hype in the chat. Hype. Emotes. Everywhere. Lads. This is... No, I swear, I feel like I'm cheating. He deserves the raise. Rashford, now he shoots Martial, so you get him, so he still gets 30 minutes. Or no, Neymar. Getting guys that needs match fitness. Bring in Chong, might as well rest Everton. This is about resting players now. Sandro Tonali. And bring in McTominay. Yep. Like that move. There. And then Chong, inverted winger. There we go. Alright. With those changes. Because we brought on some play... Oh, we can't... Do we have to leave a bit more to praise? Happy with it. We'll praise them. Can we get a 5th goal? I needed you at the start of the season. No, but we've been good anyway. We've been really good this season. Oh, yeah. Oh, what was that? Neymar, lad, what are you doing? Grealish. Okay, that was a weird play. Can we get a 5th? Let's see. Push him back. Or put the pressure on him. We should win this. Oh, well done, Chong. Yes. No, but then loses possession. Not well done. Oh! He's off. He's off. Second yellow card. Danjuma. What are you doing, lad? But they deserve the praise. Definitely. Shout. Praise. Last few minutes. Oh, Mike Smalling. Oh. Harry Maguire. Do you know the problem with this technique for Man United in real life is taking the lead? Oh my God. That will be the only thing Ollie can't take. Our trouble is taking the lead. To get into the position to praise them. And now it's Luke Shaw. Neymar Jr. Oh, who's it going to fall to? But in superb control of them, aren't we? Neymar! Yes, guys. Neymar. He gets it. Come on, Neymar. Get in some form now is the time. Now is the time. At the hype. That was really good. Neymar with the strike. Great stuff. Shows what he's worth. Another 5-star performance. My Dim Sim to the rescue. Yeah, he gave... I probably wouldn't have praised that much if it wasn't for your suggestions. We still probably would have won, but Greenwood, another hat-trick to his name. He's having a better Premier League this... Like, he had a good season last year, but it was dominating in the Europa League. In the Europa League, he dominated. So, now, where are we? I reckon he's got more goals in the league already. Yeah, he has. See, last season in the league he got 12, but he got 14 in Europe. This year he's got 13 in the Prem. He's started more games, I guess, now, so that's fair. It's a similar ratio. Well, look at that. Look at that, same player of the matches. But still, consistent player. Goal difference is important as well, and that's progressed to the best out of everyone, out of the players in the top. So, guys, Manchester City's next, but I said this will be the end of the stream, just over 2 hours now, so look out for that in tomorrow's stream. Or do I hit you guys up with a stream tonight? Which, for me tonight, Saturday night stream. Should I do a Saturday night stream? For you guys, it'll be Saturday morning. Should we do a stream in about maybe 12 hours or so from now? See how the rest of the day goes for me. If I'm too tired, then who knows? I'll probably get a nap during the day. Stream tonight, shut up and take my money. And Champions League against Man City. So yeah, we'll save the game. We'll save the game here. I'll check if anyone else is live that we could raid. So stick around. But yeah, we'll end the recording now. Thank you guys for watching.